In Chicago, the site of the massive and entirely peaceful No Kings protest in June, tensions are rising as the Trump administration threatens a military intervention. The city has hosted some of the largest nonviolent demonstrations in the country, with aerial footage revealing the immense scale of the No Kings rally. Yet, the administration is pushing a two-pronged strategy to destabilize the community. The first step involves an aggressive surge of immigration and customs enforcement (ICE) agents targeting vulnerable populations to provoke unrest. The goal, critics say, is to incite resistance that would justify deploying the U.S. military to restore order, a tactic reportedly used in Los Angeles to exaggerate isolated incidents as citywide chaos. One alarming tactic involves ICE agents arresting women outside domestic violence hearings at Chicago's courthouse on 555 West Harrison Street. This has created a chilling effect, forcing survivors to choose between pursuing justice against their abusers or risking deportation. Local CBS News Chicago reported on one such case where a woman scheduled for a 9 a.m. court appearance was detained by federal agents just 15 minutes before her hearing. Witnesses described a man, believed to be a federal officer, assisting in her arrest. Court documents reveal she was the accused abuser, charged with 2 misdemeanor counts of domestic battery, though the charges were dropped that day. Victim advocates like Tessa Kuipers, who works at the courthouse, expressed deep concern. "This makes survivors less safe," Kuipers said. "They'll hesitate to seek protection or press charges, knowing ICE could be waiting." The CEO of a network advocating against domestic violence recommended virtual hearings to protect survivors, warning that such actions erode trust in the legal system. Advocates and legal aid attorneys have responded by distributing Know Your Rights materials at the courthouse to support those targeted. Illinois. Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton addressed these developments, calling the ICE surge a manufactured crisis. She described the administration's playbook, targeting schools, churches, and courthouses to sow fear, provoke reactions, and then use any unrest as a pretext for military intervention. "There's no emergency in Chicago or Illinois," Stratton emphasized. We've made it clear at every level of government. We don't want or need a military presence here. This is straight out of an authoritarian's handbook." Stratton urged residents to resist provocation and exercise their First Amendment rights peacefully. "They want us to take the bait," she warned, referencing incidents in Los Angeles where minor disturbances were exaggerated to justify federal overreach. "We've seen people snatched off streets by masked agents in unmarked vans. It's heartbreaking, but we must stay focused and peaceful to protect our most vulnerable." Drawing on her extensive work in criminal justice reform, Stratton highlighted the systemic issues at play. "Heavy-handed policing isn't the answer," she said. "What communities need are investments in health care, mental health services, jobs, and education, things this administration is cutting." She pointed to the recent jobs report, which revealed economic struggles, and accused the Trump administration of slashing $800 million in violence prevention funding for states like Illinois. "Trump doesn't care about safe communities," she said. "He's creating conditions for crime to rise while threatening military action." Stratton, who is running for the U.S. Senate, emphasized her commitment to fighting for Illinois residents. "People want leaders who will stand up to this chaos and fight for stability, affordable housing, and access to health care," she said. "This administration's failure, its tariffs, its attacks on allies like Canada, is crushing our economy and tourism. We need fresh voices in Washington to push back and deliver for working families." For those interested in her campaign, Stratton directed people to Juliana Stratton, "We're building momentum, and I invite everyone to join us," she said. As Chicago braces for the ICE surge, Stratton's message is clear: stay peaceful, stay united, and don't let the administration's provocations derail the fight for justice.